guys, welcome to Brazil.
Thank you.
I was at the Comic-Con Experience panel.
Oh,
it was really crazy, right? So crowded.
Did you get a donut?
Yes, it was delicious.
Good.
So your characters have superpowers except yours, right?
Yes.
So how was it as an actor to perform imagining the superpowers that would come at the post-production?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I think you really have to take it back to like being a kid. You really have to be able to play and keep your mind open and your imagination, like kind of let it run wild. Because I think the more you lean into the supernatural, the excitement and the fantasy of it, the easier it is to play.
Why telling this story in a new way? Why turning into a TV show?
I think because the comic told superhero stories in a new way, you know? So it really lent itself to being adapted. Because it tells, in a TV sense, it tells a superhero story in a new way.
Yeah, and we can reach a totally different audience with a TV show than we already reached with a comic book. So a lot more people will see the story now.
We already know lots of story about superheroes.
Yes.
So how to make it fresh and new?
Well, I think that's what's awesome about the book Gabrielle and I made, you know, those years ago and continue to make, is that it was very different from superhero stories we had seen. It was, to me, a comic that didn't exist. It was a type of story that didn't exist for superheroes. So what we do with Umbrella Academy is we skip past all the stuff you already know about superheroes, so that way we can get really deep on the characters.
Yeah, everyone understands the genre already and, you know superheroes and how these worlds work. So we can skip all that and, you know, focus on their relationships and their struggles and the characters, and that's more interesting and relatable.
And did you have to learn something new, some new ability for your characters?
She did.
You definitely did.
Violin.
You played the hardest.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I'm just so impressed by people who play the violin well, because even holding the bow is so hard. But I was so lucky to have an awesome teacher, and I did my best.
She worked so hard for months and months and months and months and months.
Nice.
And then when you see it, you'll be like, she did. But that's how hard the violin is.
Not true.
But do you think you play nice now? Do you think you play well?
I mean, I can rock a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
Okay.
but that's about as far as I go.
And Gerhard, you have a big history with music. And I would like to know if music is present on the show, is like something strong on the show?
Music is really strong in the show. Jeff Russo did the score, and the score is amazing. In terms of like the actual soundtrack and the needle drops, we didn't get to weigh in as much. But music in terms of just in general, because music's important to that first graphic novel too, and one of the characters. So you'll see Ellen playing a lot of violin.
And have any of you ever shooted, I think you did, an action scene before? You were at Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, most of my career I've ended up doing action scenes. I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, you're being sarcastic. Very good. Yeah. Yes. I think I've actually only maybe done like 1 or 2 jobs where I haven't done some kind of fight. So yeah, I mean, but I love it. You know, that's why I sign on to these things, because any chance to do it again, or learn another martial art, or learn some other kind of action. I mean, for me it was tricky because I had this big suit on for Luther, so fighting in that was a whole new dynamic. Being outside of my own body and being outside of my comfort zone, that was different and tricky at times. So it was that, yeah.
And how was it for you guys to shoot the action scenes?
I loved it. Because I played sports growing up, and so I really wanted to, it was really important to me to do all my own stunts, as much as that were safe. I really wanted to learn the martial arts and learn how to fight, and you know, there's lots of running from lots of things, but it was great. It was always way more time consuming, and like the detail is really important because safety is really important. So it takes way longer than you could ever think, but at the end of the day, when it's all put together, it looks incredible. Yeah.
It was fun. It was great. You know, you get to fight for 6 hours, and then you go do a scene with Tom over here.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you guys very much.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
Brazil.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.